Okay, quite a bit of setup, but we got there. So we have got Dreamcast. This is Vampire Savior, matching service. On the left-hand side, we have Wingman SD2 with the Brook USB Fusion running through it. On the right-hand side, we have a native Dreamcast controller. So the results that you can see are for the Brook, but we are recording results for the Dreamcast pad at the same time. So anything else? RetroTink 4K, InZone M3, like we said, native Dreamcast hardware, and that's about all she wrote. It was a bit hard to get onto the Dreamcast pad. Ended up having to hacksaw off the corner and hacksawed a bit of the PCB, but thankfully not the bits we need. Now I'll just quickly pull up the results. Get these jigs out of the way. Oh, at this point I can't quite remove this as easily as I used to be able to. And yep, nothing terrible in my browsing history there. So as you can see, 101 milliseconds for player 1, which was the Brook UFB, and 81 milliseconds for player 2. I've tested this a few times. If we look at our results, you can see pretty much there's almost a complete separation of the two by a frame, which is what we would kind of expect. So then scrolling through, so red is the two-player side. So again, Vampire Savior, Turbo 3, Morrigan, because it has a clear sprite change. The right is our native Dreamcast pad, and you will see that quite often it's coming out ahead of the Brook Wingman SD2 and the Brook USB Fusion. So the USB Fusion through the Wingman 2, SD2. And so then if we look at our figures down the bottom, you'll see, so it's 51% of the way down the screen, 52. I don't know, these might not quite be right, but anyway. Yeah, so it looks like there was no time where there was a draw. It was always at least a frame slower on player 1, so the Brook. And sometimes, I presume, more than one frame. So not as convincing as the Saturn results. Again, this is an engineering sample, so maybe there's something to be done. We shall see.